Hi, today in this video we are going to talk about how to convert this Clergy Assignment Agreement Form into PDF file on automation. As you can see, I have got a Clergy Assignment Agreement Form set up over here, and it has different fields of information available in this particular form. Once the user clicks on submit, the responses will go to the responses side of the database that we see over here. I've already gone ahead and have created 3 dummy submissions out of the particular form with random values, and I'm looking to convert these submissions into PDF file on automation. So how exactly will this work? First of all, for this I'll be using an automation tool known as PDFOutput. PDFOutput is a document automation platform for Notion users which is available to generate the PDF file directly from the database. So let me explain how this will work. Let me quickly log in, and once I log in, I will be able to explain the entire automation steps. So let me choose my particular account which I want to use, and then I will demonstrate the entire automation process. So I'm going to quickly sign in. And once we log in, the very first thing which we need to do is, okay, let me remove this existing automation which is already set up. This was created before the demonstration, which we obviously do not need. And I will showcase everything from scratch. So let me also disconnect this. Okay. So in your end, when you will log in for the first time, you will be able to see an interface like this. Click on new automation and just connect your Notion database. So click on connect Notion, and it will ask you to connect this database. So for me, this is the database that I'm going to connect. So let me copy the title from here. So I'll simply copy the title, and I'm going to utilize the title in the selection screen. Okay, so let me wait as it is going to load the entire database for me to add the same on the PDF output selection screen. So you can see it has already loaded this up. Click on select pages and just put the title inside the addition page over here. So if you click on add pages, it will open up this window where you need to add the particular database. So let me paste the title over here, and you can see the Clergy Assignment Agreement Form showing up. So if I click on this, it gets added up. Okay, notice this is the database which I've added. There is also the page which you can add, but we do not need the page. I do not need this grooming service agreement form, so let me remove this, and I'll click on allow access. As I click on allow access, it will add the database to my PDF output setup, which I can now use to generate the PDF file. Now you can upload a template onto this particular automation in various format. You have a Google document, you have a Word file, you have a PDF file. You can even use Notion pages to convert to PDF as well. So all the options are available. I will use a Google document, and I will go with a blank document. If you already have a template, you can go with this existing document, but instead I will go with a blank document. As I choose a blank document, it will create a new document for me. Click on continue, and you should be able to see a new blank document which is created on the left side, which can be used for the automation process. So it is loading up everything. Let's wait for a few seconds, and you can see the existing blank document created right over here. On the right side, if I scroll down, I will be able to see the Clergy Assignment Agreement Form and all the properties of the particular form visible one below the other right over here. Okay. So what I can do next is I can start mapping all the fields one by one. Let's say I want to add the clergy name. I will type it out. I can copy the clergy name. I can paste it right over here onto the document. So you need to simply copy paste the properties right onto the document on the left side. Okay. So use Control V or Command V to paste it. Next is, let's say I want to use something like assignment location. Okay. So let's say I will click on copy. I will just go wherever I wish to add it, assignment location, and I will paste it. Obviously, you need to design this template as per your requirement on your own. I've just randomly put some information over here, which we can test. Okay, you have all the options to format the document as per your choice. So if you click on the 3 dots, you have different formatting options available. So the Google document that you are using will is the same as the document that it shows inside PDF output. So everything stays the same. You just need to implement it as per your requirement. So this is what I want my document to look like. If I scroll on the right side, you will find e-signatures. So if you want to implement e-signatures, you can turn this on and you can start adding e-signatures onto the document. I will put a link in the video description which explains how e-signatures can be added. You can watch that video to learn more about that. If you want to save your PDF inside a Google Drive folder, you can choose a Google Drive folder from here that is also available. And you can define how you want to name the PDF file. Okay. So in my case, I want to define the PDF file by the clergy name that you see over here. So I will simply select clergy name, and all my PDF will be named as per that. Okay. And rest of the things look good. So I'll just click on preview output, and it will create me a preview document right inside this database. So you can see one of the records is currently being processed, which will be converted and stored as PDF right over here. So you can see the PDF is generated. If I click on this, I should be able to see a preview document with the formatting and the replacements already done. So you can see the clergy name and the location. Obviously, all these are dummy values. These have been replaced and it has been generated as a preview file. Okay, I'm happy with this automation. If I want to use more fields, you can just go back and put all the fields that you need. I'm currently happy with the setup, so I'll click on setup automation. As I click on setup automation, it will activate the automation and it will also allow me to use a button to generate a PDF file. So if you want to implement a button inside your database to generate PDF, you have all the steps listed over here, one below the other. You can follow the same. I'll just close this. I will go to the home page, and now you can see an active automation currently set up for Clergy Assignment Agreement Form. This indicates that the automation is currently active. Now if I go back to the database and if I mark any record as ready to generate, I should be able to see a PDF file populate over here in the PDF file column. So whichever record you mark as ready to generate, that will be converted and stored as PDF right inside the database. Okay. So this eliminates the necessity to jump to PDF output to generate a PDF every time. Everything happens directly within the database itself. Also, whenever a user will click on submit and a new entry appears in this database, you can simply mark the record as ready to generate and it will be converted to PDF file right over here. Notion also allows two automations on its own. One automation will help you automatically set this property as ready to generate whenever a new entry appears, and another automation will help you send an email to the recipient who will require this document. So you can implement those two automations from here and you can start generating the PDF without ever touching the database ever again. Okay. Now, as it is generating the PDF file, let me take you to the PDF output interface and let me explain what more you can check out from here. You have a template section. So if you click on the templates, you will be able to see more and more templates which have been added for a use case. You can take advantage of this template for whatever requirement you might have. You also have a contact widget at the bottom. So if you click on contact, you can send me a message right away from here, which I will be able to check and respond to you as soon as I receive the message. You even have a chat widget at the bottom. So if you want to send me a message right away from here, I will be able to assist you with any queries which you might be having. So let's go back to the database and you can see both the PDFs have now been generated and they have been created inside this particular database. So if I click open, I should be able to see the PDF file with the replacements already done. Okay, so we have two replacements already done, and let me open up the second record. That will also showcase the similar setup. So basically, we created two PDFs from the Notion database with all the placeholders correctly mapped and replaced. So this is how powerful PDF output is. Simply add your records and mark your record as ready to generate. It will be converted to PDF file. So that was it from the demonstration perspective. If you have any more questions on this,